Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Brent and welcome to part 13 of my tutorial series on how to create the game Super Mario Brothers. So this tutorial is going to be awesome because we're going to be breaking bricks. So what we're going to do is have, like in the original Mario Brothers, when Mario hits a brick with his head, it's going to shatter. So if you're interested in finding out how to do that, go ahead and stick with me. So let's talk a little bit about Box 2D filters. Every fixture in Box 2D has a filter, and there are two parts to a filter, a category and a mask. A category is what is this fixture? Is it Mario? Is it a brick? Is it a coin? And a mask is what can that fixture collide with? So can Mario collide with a brick? Can he collide with a coin? Can he collide with the ground? So let's go ahead and go to the Mario Bros. Java class, and we're going to set up some default values for filters. So I want you to create some public static final shorts, and we're going to call this Mario bit, okay? And that's going to be equal to 2. Now we're going to use powers of 2 for all these filters because it is a short and it's just easier to OR powers of 2. If you're not interested or not understanding what I mean by that, then you may need to go on your bitwise and OR operations. So public static final short brick bit equals 4. Public static final short coin bit equals 8. Public static final short destroyed bit equals 16. And we're also going to create another one, public static final short default bit equals 1. And by default, every fixture that you create already has a category bit set to 1, or in our case now, the default bit. Okay, so going into the Mario class, we need to set the category and what he can actually collide with. So let's go ahead and do that now. You do this in the fixture definition, okay? You can also do it once it's already a fixture, but for right now, since we already have the fdef, we'll do it this way. So fdef dot, and make sure you're doing it above before we create any fixtures. Fdef dot filter dot category bits. Now this is what is this fixture, is the category, and it is Mario Bros dot Mario bit. Okay, and so since we use the same fdef for both the body of Mario and his little head sensor, we don't have to worry about setting it anywhere else. So now we've created a fixture that is Mario and has a category bit of Mario. Now let's set what can Mario collide with. So fdef dot filter dot mask bits, and this is what can Mario collide with, and we'll say Mario Bros dot default bit, or Mario Bros dot coin bit, or Mario Bros dot brick bit. So let's go into an interactive tiled object class here, and we're going to create a new function called set category filter. So public void set category filter. And it's going to take in a short called filter bit. And then what we're going to do is we're going to say filter equals new filter. And this is how you do it if you don't have access to the fixture definition itself. We've already created the fixture. And then we're going to say filter dot category bits equals filter bit. And then we'll say fixture, which we have access to, dot set filter data to our filter here. And then, so going into the coin sprite here at the top of the constructor, we'll say set category filter to Mario Bros dot coin bit. And then we'll go to the brick here, and we'll set the category filter to Mario Bros dot brick bit. And I think maybe you can see where I'm going with this, but when there's a head hit on a brick, what we're going to do is set the category filter to Mario Bros dot destroyed bit. And let's go ahead and test that out. So hitting the run button here, let's go ahead and see we're setting that by default we can collide with everything. Now we have a coin that we can collide with. Now if we hit the brick, we reflected off of it, so it collided with initially, but we set the filter to destroyed when we did that head hit, and now we can no longer collide with that brick. So again, collision, no collision, collision, no collision. So you may have noticed that we still have the brick texture even though we're not colliding with it. So let's go ahead and fix that. Inside tiled, you can see this grid pattern here. Each one of these square grids are known as a cell, and each cell has an associated tile texture associated with it. So right here, these bricks right here, they're each individual cells with an associated tile that appears to be a brick. So what we want to do inside of our game is to get the cell when Mario hits it with his head and replace this tile graphic with nothing or null. So let's do that now. Okay, we're going to make one more method inside of our interactive tile object, and it is going to be public cell, and it's from bad logic, so it's tiled map tile layer cell. Get cell. And what we're first going to do is get the layer that the cell is on. If you look inside tiled, our graphic layer where we draw our bricks and our coins and everything else is on the graphics layer, and that is layer 0, 1, so it's layer 1. So let's do tiled map tile layer called layer equals map. Oh, we have to typecast this to tiled map tile layer. Tiled map tile layer. And then map.getLayers.get, and the index of the layer we already talked about was 1. So we're going to have to do a little math here. We're going to return layer.getCell, and it needs an X and a Y coordinate. So these are integer values. So int, we're going to typecast. And then, so to get the X value, we're going to get the body of the interactive tile object, get the position of that body in our box 2D world. Then we're going to get the X position of that body. Now what we're going to do is we're going to scale that position up because we had previously scaled it down by mariobros.ppm. We're going to scale it up so it actually looks identical to the tiled map. So mariobros.ppm, that's scaling it up. Now we need to divide it by the tile size to get the X coordinate of the cell. So the tile size is 16, and that gives us our X value for the cell's location. Now to get the Y's coordinate, it's the same thing. We're going to use typecast it to an integer, body.getPosition.y, and that is scaled down currently. So let's scale it back up to mariobros.ppm. and then divided by the tile size as well. So now we are delivering the cell at the X and Y coordinate where the box 2D body currently is located. So know that was a little bit of math there. You may need to go rewatch that part and really think about why those numbers all come together. Just remember that the box 2D body is scaled down. So if on our tile map, if it looks like it's 16, it's actually 1/16 at the location X equals 0.16. So we have to scale it back up. So multiply by Mario Bros ppm, which is 100, to get back to tile 16. So once you get all of that math handled, go to the sprites and our brick, and on head hit function here, we're going to say get cell dot set the tile of that cell to null. So running the game now, let's go over to a brick here. We hit it, and all of a sudden we have no collision and the texture has disappeared. Let's just go ahead and test it a little bit more because this is awesome. We're making good progress inside of our game. It's actually all coming together now. So that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This one was definitely really fun to make because Mario is actually interacting with our game world now. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it. But most importantly, please share it. I'm trying to grow my channel. If you're feeling generous, check out my Patreon page. I give you 2 big thumbs up for that. I appreciate all you guys watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.